All right. Everything all right on the YouTube channel? I got one person in there. Usually there's a lot more. What? For what? See, that's that bullshit. That doesn't make any damn sense. Doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense to me. Well, let's talk about the Supreme Court that's being asked to quickly rule on the Trump claims of presidential immunity. Gun lover in the house. What up, friend? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, all covered. All covered, Rabbit. Yeah. That's why it's hilarious, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. I've got no faith in our Supreme Court anymore. Yeah, talk about Nixon too. Yikes. Well. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Same here. Same here, Stardust. I lost it too. At that point too. It's okay, Stardust. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Yeah, when they overturned Roe vs. Wade, that was the first time. Hey, you're here now. Welcome, welcome. That was the first time that our house has ever been flagless. When the rights were stripped away from my our grandparents, our mothers, our sisters, our daughters. That was the first time I ever took the American flag down off my house. I replaced it with a red coat hanger, and I felt it was appropriate. That's exactly what I was thinking, Crystal. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You remember that video, right? Mm-hmm. Hung a red coat hanger. That's also why I can't be a Democrat. Because Democrats can and should be doing more. They're just not. Oh, yeah, the Katie Cox. That is atrocious. And what's his face? The is it Ken Paxton? Yeah, Ken Paxton. That. Yikes. Yes. Return to the Dark Ages. Yeah. 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 I hear you, Stardust. Ken is the worst, man. He's the worst. What's that show? Shit, it's gonna come to me at some point. Well, I guess that's that for the day. You're always feral. St. Hooch. What up, what up? Tracy, what's going on? Hello, hello. It really is, Crystal. It's really sad. What more can the Dems do? I mean, well, here's a great example. Here's a great example of the difference between the American people and our politicians who are supposed to represent us. A majority of Americans, in my opinion, want there to be a ceasefire in Gaza until we can sort out what the fuck is actually happening. And yet our politicians don't. And I see that across the lines. I see Republicans and Libertarians and Democrats and people that are neither, like myself, wanting a ceasefire. Because the innocent lives are the ones that are getting caught in the crossfire. And the lives of the innocent need to be protected. Oh no, sick kiddos. My kiddo was sick yesterday. He's feeling much better today, but yeah. Yeah. Most people want a ceasefire because if you can't rule a goddamn country without... I'm going to have to mute myself on TikTok. Y'all go follow me on YouTube. Go follow me on YouTube. It's all about the money, I swear. I swear. All right, go follow me on here. I got to mute myself here, and I'm going to be talking to YouTube here. The lives of the innocent need to be protected. And it seems like the only people that give a shit are the American citizens, but it doesn't seem like the government gives a shit. It really doesn't seem like the government gives a shit. It makes me fucking sad. It makes me really fucking sad. You're pro-Palestinians? Look, I'm pro the innocent people deserve to be treated as humans. I stand with Palestine. I stand with the innocent people. I am not for the Israeli government. I'm not for the Hamas. You can be all of those things. You could be against the Hamas, you can be against the Israeli government, and you can also simultaneously stand with the innocent people. It's okay to do all of that. We could cut funding, you're goddamn right we could. We could have more political pressure. Because as a Jew, myself, in my opinion, Israel is doing to the Palestinians what Nazis did to us years and years ago. Why? Why are you okay with this, Zionists? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Now, it's also important to understand that there's a difference between nationalists and just people that follow religion. So there are Hebrew nationalists that think that they're Zionists. But then there's also Christian nationalists. So the trend is nationalism that has to do with a religion for a country historically hasn't worked out well. Yeah, absolutely, Brian. It's the same. It's my same thoughts about ISIS. America created ISIS. Israel's creating the Hamas. I mean, when you do what Israel has done for so many years to a group of people, you're going to have extremist groups pop up, and if that pressure stays on it, they don't have any other option. So, That's just kind of my 5 cents in it. All right, guys, I'm back. Yeah, so if I ever mute myself, please go follow me here on my YouTube channel. Hey, Mindy, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. It's okay to condemn the Hamas and Israel while also understanding why the Hamas came about, and also understand that the Hamas hasn't had a legal election in Palestine in a very long time. There's a lot of different angles that a lot of people are not understanding and speaking about. So, you know, good. Mountain King, what up, friend? We've medaled in so many fairs. Yes. So, you know, from ever since I was really little, I've heard America needs to stop policing the world. And I was told, oh, well, you'll understand that when you're older. You'll understand that when you're older. I actually understood that when I was littler, but it's a good thing. That's exactly right, MHJ. That's exactly right. It's a multifaceted issue. Very akin to gun violence in America, and you know, there's a lot of multifaceted issues that need to be handled in order for things to get better. So, why is Zelensky back here begging for more money? Because he is more patriotic than Trump, and he is standing for his country. Unlike Trump. That's why. What's the difference between Zelensky and Donald Trump? Go follow me on YouTube for the answer. Yep, that part too. Sure, yeah, fair enough. Sure, fair enough, Juan. Fair enough. United States. I could always say Turtle Island too. Yeah. Why don't they use their own money? You know, I'd be more comfortable with my tax dollars going to Ukraine than I would my tax dollars going to any of these politicians in office right now. Hands down. 100% hands down. Yeah, that part, Brian. Yep. Turtle Island, yeah. What up, Tax the Church? Break the system. Love it. So you keep supporting the career politicians. Did you not hear what I just said? Did you not hear what I just said? I said I would rather my tax dollars go to Ukraine than go to politicians that are in our government. What? Oh, thank you. We need term limits on every political office, not just the president. Sure, yeah, and how about we cap it at 60 for the age limit, too? Let's cap it at 60. Means bankruptcies. Then send them your money? What? Make it make sense. You feel more comfortable than your tax dollars being used in our country than Israel or Ukraine? Sure, sure, sure. But you understand that if Ukraine falls, a lot of bad things occur, right? Let's talk about Ukraine. Y'all go follow me on YouTube. Y'all go follow me on YouTube. If Ukraine falls, do you really think that little poot's going to allow them to live? Do you really think that he's going to let all of them live? So here's the scenario, right? Okay, let's talk about best and worst case scenario. Best case scenario, little poot stops his invasion. Both countries rebuild, they form some sort of an alliance, and they become friends. And they both start to benefit each other. Worst case scenario happens. Ukraine gets overrun. Putin kills them all. Then what? Does he stop? Or does he keep trying to roll through countries? Another angle for this whole thing, too, is Ukrainians have been there for the United States for hundreds of years. We are holding up our bargain to keep them safe and protect them, to give them aid, to be an ally. We do the same for Israel, to the point where apparently America, the United States, is okay with whatever the fuck is happening in Palestine, because they're not calling for a ceasefire. So, we need to do better. Yep. Go follow me here for my YouTube channel. I mute myself when I talk about big hot button topics. I go talk on YouTube here. I'll mute myself sometimes. Yeah, I do that on purpose. That part, Crystal. Ukraine is a keystone on a bridge. You're right. You're right. You know what's wild? Watch this. Yeah, I promote term limits. Absolutely. If you're a Republican or MAGA, would you vote for Joe Biden or Vladimir Putin on the ticket? Look at that. Oh, I'm going to have to mute myself to talk to this Kevin person. This motherfucker would vote for Putin over Biden. He would vote for Putin? You'd vote for Putin over Biden. You know what that makes you? That makes you a fucking traitor. That's what makes you. You're a goddamn traitor. Kevin, are you a Confederate? I got a question, Kevin. Are you a Confederate? Yeah. Trying to take back that old Soviet bloc. Absolutely. You're a Confederate. Look at that. Kevin's a Confederate. See? Kevin, I got a question for you, Kevin. Do you think Earth is flat or round? Kevin, is Earth flat or round? Yeah, this is my surprised face. Yeah, the true Confederate flag, the white one. Kevin, is the Earth flat or round? Oh no! Bye. That's crazy. People would vote for Putin over Joe Biden, and you still call yourself an American patriot? Yikes. It's okay. Crystal Crystal is just cosplaying a cat and just pushed him off the edge. Oh, go follow me on YouTube. He's going to go cry on his cock-shaped my pillow. He certainly is. He certainly is. Oh, wow. Gettysburg. Sweet. Move to Russia then. Who? Who should move to Russia? Kevin? That Kev guy? Kev should definitely move to Russia. I need to figure out what these dials do on here. Oh, the one vote for Putin. Republicans chose ignorance. Yes, Project 2025 is horrible. Trump, make my 401k great again, down 23% since Biden took over. Yay. Lawrence, I got a question for you. Nobody blocked Lawrence. Lawrence, would you vote for Putin or Biden? Yikes. Lawrence, would you vote for Putin or Biden? Get him, Angel. Get him, Angel. Aggravated! What up, friend? Hello, hello. I hear crickets, too. The sound is loud. How come all the Confederates don't want to join? Seriously, why are y'all so scared of me? They fucking scared, man. Or maybe my moderators finally did it and we blocked every single one. We blocked every single one of them. What up, Walter? Hello, hello. Lawrence, tell me in the chat, would you vote for Putin or Joe Biden? You vote for anyone other than a Democrat. Oh, wait, let me try it again. I vote for anyone other than a Democrat. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. There's only one right answer. Yeah. Don't kick him yet, Crystal. I still have questions. I mean, you know, I am. You're the one brought up giving money to rich buddies. Yeah. Yeah. Got to go with Joe, man. Joe versus Putin? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Lawrence is henpecking, man. Henpecking. The screen. Somebody needs to take this boomer's phone away from him. Not even swipe texting. Just pecking. Thank you, Mountain King. Can't hear me. You can't hear me? You can't hear me? Would you vote for Putin or Biden? It's not a complicated question. It's a simple question. It's very simple. Lawrence, would you vote for Putin or Biden? Hello, hello. Those aren't even an option. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Neither, not a two-choice issue. Okay. Newsom a choice. Not in this fantasy question. Not in this fantasy question. In this fantasy question, it is against Putin and Biden. Reps and Dems are insane now. Yeah, kinda. What's up, meow? How are you? Welcome, welcome. Good thing I'm not a Dem or a Republican. Why did I have to unblock that one, Kim? What? That's wild. I guess that Confederate doesn't want to answer. That's all they know how to do, Stardust. I just want to keep my money and not have government involved with my life or kids. Lawrence, do you want America to be a Christian nation? Lawrence, do you want America to be a Christian nation? Now, please, nobody block them. Nobody block them. Look at that transphobic comment there. Somebody's always worried about what people have in their pants. Yikes. Thank you. Thank you. Lawrence, do you think America should be a Christian nation? Why aren't people talking about the reset 2030? What's happening in 2030? Lawrence is gone and reported? I have 3 kids, all homeschooled. Do you want America to be a Christian nation? Yikes. You do. No. The Great Reset. You're going to have to expand a little more on that. I might be out of the know on that one. I don't follow all conspiracy theories. So, you know. America is a Christian nation? No, it's not. It's not. America is not a Christian nation. It was founded to allow people freedom from religion. Now, if you want religion in schools and you don't want the Quran or the Old Testament to be taught in schools or any other religious texts, you're not for religious freedom. You're for religious suppression. And that's bad. So, this is America. You have the right to believe what you want. Don't push it on me. That's a fair response. Fair response. Lawrence, is Earth flat? You're right, Bird. You're right. Ow. Just punched my table. Nice, aggravated. That's great. Earth is not flat. Good. You're right. Earth is not flat. Earth ain't flat. Mm-hmm. Get him, Mindy. Get him, Mindy. Yep. Crystal, finally. Is the Earth flat? Just look up WEF, World Economic Reform. You will own nothing and be happy. Okay. You gave an answer I wanted to hear. I don't care enough about you to have a preference on what you say. So, yeah. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, Rabbit. I got no idea what they're talking about. God, Lawrence is typing slow, man. America is not a Christian nation, folks. America is not a Christian nation. The United States is not a Christian nation. The United States is not a Christian nation. So, there's that. Earth's not flat, man. Earth's not flat. America was built on Christian values. Wrong. 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 It's the constitutional republic. Wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Swing and a miss there. Oh, get him, Mindy. Oh, shit. How are you wrong? America is not built on Christian values. America is not built on Christian values. You're free to practice any religion you want, and you're free from any and all religions that you don't want to be a part of. No, it's not a constitutional republic. No, it's definitely not a Christian nation. So, there's that. Swing and a miss there. Literally is. I mean, you can always say literally is, but no, it's not. Is built on Christianity? No, America was not built on Christian values. It was built on good moral values that Christians are supposed to have, but y'all lack because y'all don't seem to have any goddamn empathy or compassion or understanding. So, America is built on good morals, but not Christianity. Built on freedom. Okay. Your hate for Christians is sad. I don't hate Christians. I don't hate Christians. I don't hate any religious folks. Unless you're an extremist. If you're extremists, y'all are the ones that come to my door asking if I've found Jesus. No. Maybe you should have used more nails the first time. You wouldn't have lost them so easily. All right, we got Stardust coming up. Hello? I can't hear you. Oh, there we go.
Thomas Paine literally said that the Bible was the most corrupt book in the history of religion. Thomas Paine, who wrote Common Sense, which is considered the backbone of what our Revolutionary War was fought on. George Washington said, that of all of the disparaging issues of the world, they could all be found within the backbone of the Bible. I could go on. James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Paul Revere, both the Adamses, John Adams in particular, had some very staunch anti-Christian things to say. But I'm not going to continue to sit up here and waste my breath because your brain is so squeaky clean from being washed so much that it's not going to matter anyway. Anyway, if you don't want to take our word for it, quick little Google search. What did our founding fathers have to say about religion and government? And Google is the basic. I'm mentioning Google because that's your basic.
You know what's funny, Stardust?
The easiest for you to use.
You know what's funny, Stardust? The First Amendment in the U.S. Constitution says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. That's the First Amendment. That's the First Amendment. Many of the founding fathers were influenced by the Enlightenment, a movement emphasized reason, individualism, and scientific approach to understanding the world. This influence is evident in their writings and the foundational documents of the United States. While many of the fathers were identified as Christian, their personal beliefs varied widely, and they intentionally created a government that was secular in nature to ensure the freedom of and from religion. It's not a hard concept. Because it was put on, what, 60, 70 years ago? When was In God We Trust put on our money?
McCarthyism.
Yep.
McCarthyism. And y'all can argue all you want. Nanya, I have 2 PhDs and they're both in history. So you can argue with me all you want, but you're wrong. You're wrong. These were not, the founding fathers were not men of religious zealotry. They were men escaping religious zealotry.
America was not built on Christian ideals. America was not built on Christian ideals because the founding fathers were only 3 or 4 generations away, removed from the religious zealotry that their families escaped in Europe.
To respond to the In God We Trust put on our money, that was done in the 50s. Are you triggered, Stardust? No, none of us really get triggered.
No. Triggered? No. I almost died about 2 weeks ago, so it's really hard for me to breathe right now. Not triggered. No, I do this for a living.
Yeah.
I'm an archivist. I'm a historian. I do this for a living. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not triggered. Not triggered at all.
This is light work.
Yeah.
This is light work.
This is something that's done over a cup of coffee. Like this is it.
Yeah.
There's no work to this. So no, I'm not triggered. I'm not triggered at all. This is the quoting of our founding fathers is actually something that these are household words for me. So
the USA being a republic.
Crystal, I love you. Big hearts to you. Okay, I'm gonna drop back down because it is time for a breathing treatment.
Feel better.
I can come back up if I need to.
Sure.
Nanya, it's not tax cuts. It wasn't ever tax cuts. You want to sit here and you want to tokenize the displaced and the houseless and the hungry to fight against. Oh my God, we're sending antiquated military equipment to Ukraine and money for the homeless and the hungry in our nation. You don't care. You don't care because it's evident by your voting record, because you vote people in office that don't care. They don't care about the 80% of our homeless being veterans in this nation. They don't care about the number of children who only get to eat when they are in public school because there's no food in their house. They don't care. And by extension, neither do you, because you vote for those people. So you can continue to use the displaced and hungry in our nation as talking points to make yourself feel better when you put your head on your pillow at night. But when you go into the booth, you don't care. That's and that's it. And that's what I was telling you. Stop using the veterans and the displaced and the hungry as a token or not even a token but a symbol to further your hatred for policies that better our nation and make life better for the people that you're using to be monolingual and a paramecium celled organism. Breathing treatment time by MIMS.
Thanks for coming up. Okay, is my video still here? Is my audio still here on TikTok? TikTok's been a little glitchy. What country is going to come help us if needed? I mean, shouldn't all countries pool resources and help lift up other nations, right? Maybe we should give back all stolen artifacts to the countries of their origins and stop leaving them, in museums. Or crowns. Or rings. Or jewelry. How about we give back all the stolen artifacts and stolen resources so that actual countries can help themselves? How about we stop exporting our labor cost overseas to stop exploiting other folks? How about that? Who came to help after 9/11? Look at you. You're just like the queen of pivot, aren't you? Nunya. Nunya's the queen of pivot. So now it seems like Republicans. Oh, I don't even think I could say that. I don't even think I should say that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Impeachment rules inquiry. Ooh, that's cool. Anything interesting on there, Mountain King? He's probably not old enough to talk about 9/11. Who? How do we stop the transfer of wealth out of the U.S. to Mexico and South America? I'm more worried about the transfer of wealth to the top 1% or even the top 10%. Let's talk about the top 10%. So, Do you think that I'm a fascist? Mike, is that what you're talking about? Are you thinking I'm a fascist, Mike? Yeah, definitely not a fascist. Definitely not a fascist. Turned off my damn mic. Capitalism doesn't work, y'all. Nunya, hold that energy. What did the Saudis give Jared Kushner? Nunya, how much did the Saudis give Jared Kushner? Are we good? Audio working? You have no idea what you're talking about. Donnie, got a question. No one blocked Donnie. Donnie, I got a question for you. Is the Earth flat? 2 billion with a B. B. Billion. Earth is flat. Donnie says the Earth is flat. And he says that I have no idea what I'm talking about. So the Earth is flat. Moon landing was fake. Cool. So how did we get those reflective panels up on the moon? Cool. Awesome. We got flat earthers in TikTok right now. Hollywood basement. It's in the Hollywood basement. Yikes. Rabbit. Get him. Wait a minute. I'm sending you a PM, Rabbit. Yeah, show me the edge. Show me the edge. The irony that y'all motherfuckers watch and y'all motherfuckers listen to Flat Earth on satellite radio. The irony is not lost on me. The irony is not lost on me. You know there's flat earthers around the globe? Flat earthers around the globe. This is one of the HyperX ones. They're really cool. On, off. It's got a volume switch on the bottom. It's one of the HyperX ones. Also, it's not the Atmos flat. It's called the atmosphere. I wonder why. Earth is round, moon landing is fake, though. Cold War propaganda. Okay. So, why are there panels up there? Yeah, well. CIA has the best equipment. Except they didn't have the capability to make the shadows the way they looked in the video. They didn't have the computing process, nor did they have the space for those shadows to be as long as they were. So, you know, there's that too. How the duck, I can't afford my yacht. That's a period, not a comma, first of all. Second of all, oh no, cry me a river. You can't see the flag through a telescope. You can't see a flag through this modern telescope on Earth unless it's a special satellite. But there are ways where you can bounce things off of our moon through the reflective panels they put on there. Let's see. How many missions to the moon did we successfully have? Do you know? Anybody know? There wasn't just one moon landing. The NASA's Apollo program had how many? 2? More. You can't afford a yacht that is $1 billion? That sounds like a you problem. $1 million? That sounds like a you problem. There has been 6 missions to the moon between 1969 and 1972 involving numerous astronauts. If it were a hoax, it would be required. It would have required the silence and cooperations of hundreds, if not thousands, of people over a plethora of years. They were broadcast live on TV, watched by millions around the world. Thousands of photos have been taken on the moon's surface. We even brought back authentic moon rocks. We brought back 382 kilograms of lunar rock and soil. Did you know that there are scientists that actually think that when the asteroid hit Earth and killed the dinosaurs, they think it was so violent that it ejected parts of Earth, and they think that the moon may even have fragments of dino because of how big the impact was. What? Blew my mind. I love it, TJB. I love it. You want all yacht builders to lose their jobs. Wow. Apparently, because I don't want millionaires to exist in America, now I'm hurting yacht builders? I would rather harm $1 million yacht builders and take people off the streets. So yeah, maybe stop building fancy things like that and give back to the community. How about that? Yeah. Down with the yacht builders, I guess. Yikes. Yeah, you can still build boats. Yup. You also understand that there's been modern technology that's allowed scientists to re-examine and verify the moon landings. There have been lunar orbiters that have taken pictures of the Apollo landing sites showing the lander modules and the tracks that were left behind by the astronauts. Stop building AR-15s too, please. Sure, okay. Yeah. Just talk a point. We can stop counting other people's money too. Unless you're in the 1%. Russia and China would have sold us out by now if it was fake. That's true. That's true. So would have Trump. Trump would have too. Used to hang out with Thunderbirds and Blue Angels. They told me they have seen UFOs. That's wild. You know, it's a point that I can't get out of my head, though. There's a point that I can't really get out of my head. another thing I can't really get out of my head is we almost all have smartphones at this point, right? We almost all have smartphones. If we haven't caught a glimpse of a UFO or aliens at this point, then they haven't been here on this planet since smartphone technology has really taken off. Because we would have crystal clear 4K photos and videos of it. So, there's that. Show me a piston-driven platform, affordable. I'll switch from AR-15s. Or how about this? How about we change the classification for high-capacity rifles to be a Class 3 weapon? If you want to hear me talk about gun reform, gun violence, tune in to my YouTube. I'm going to be muting myself here real quick. And please go follow me over there. This right here. Banning rifles is statistically insignificant. Okay, but do you think that 18-year-olds should be able to carry them? And do you really think that 18-year-olds should really be able to vote? How about that? All right, folks, everybody go on over to my YouTube channel. I'm going to pause myself. I'm going to pause and mute myself. Please go follow me on YouTube. I'll be over there. We need to reclassify AR-15s into Class 3 weapon. We also need to start serializing barrels and perhaps even mags. It blows my mind that we don't serialize barrels. Now, companies will serialize barrels for their own purposes to identify, but they don't serialize them, and they're not categorized like the rifles are and handguns are. What up? Welcome, welcome. We need to serialize these things because when the round goes through the chamber and out through the barrel, it leaves a fingerprint, which is unique to that specific barrel. You can go get an Anderson Arms or whatever cheap gun you want, and then swap out the barrel for cash, and you have a brand new fingerprint. You can even mar the barrel a little bit on the end, and it will create a new fingerprint. So, we need to be careful. There's a lot of things that we can do that people are not doing that needs to be done to protect our kids. So, gun control never saves anyone, so why push human rights violations? I hope you hold that same energy when you talk about abortion. Why do you push back so hard when it comes to you being pro-life and saving children in schools, and yet you don't want us to take your freedoms or put more restrictions on it? Can you vote without being registered? That's a freedom. Maybe. Yeah, private sales too. We need to do something about our private sales too. Hello, Mimi. How are you? Welcome. And Democrats don't. What? So you understand that Donald Trump said he wants to take the rights. Oh, he wants to take your guns and then do the due process later. Right? You heard that Donald Trump said that. And if you're not following me on YouTube, that sounds like a you problem. Wild. That's wild. No, I don't, because you muted yourself again. I did. Go follow me on YouTube. We're all over there on YouTube. Go follow me. If you want to hear unbridled MIMS, you got to follow me on YouTube. I got a better question. Can you name one law that the United States has passed that has infringed the rights of men or yeast yetis? Thanks, Echo. Much love, friend. Much love. You're no longer allowed to have access to firearms in your house. With the way you're fucking talking, bro, that's probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea. Well, maybe you should be on the up and up and a law-abiding legal citizen. So, I'm still muted? Am I still muted? Voice keeps coming and going. Yeah, it's because I keep talking to YouTube. Because I keep saying I'm talking to YouTube. Because I'm talking to YouTube. This is YouTube right here. Hi, YouTube. Hi. Hi. This is YouTube. And when I say things to here, that means I can't say things here because of their violations. Bring facts. What up? In the middle of a sentence, it's coming and going. It's because I'm probably calling you a fucking idiot. Because you're a fucking idiot. That's exactly what you are. And if you had any sort of understanding, you could follow me on YouTube and hear unbridled MIMS. But you're too much of a fucking idiot. A willful, ignorant dumbass. So, that's what I have to think of you. Mystic in the house. What up, friend? How are you? How are you? Gone again. Too much, then gone. Oh, Mike. Mike Warren 61. Go follow me on YouTube so you can hear what I'm saying to you. Or you can just read lips. Mike Warren, you are willfully ignorant. And you're a Confederate. So, you don't use YouTube? Oh, that bot isn't keyed for YouTube, I guess. This dude's not it's not worth going to YouTube. All right, YouTube, that's it. Well, I'm not worth it. I gotta close down. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Yep. Did Barack Obama ban bump stocks? Or was that Trump? Here, let's play a game. Let's play a game. I'm going to play a game. Liberals never are. All they do is make fun of people somehow, thinks that makes them factually right. Mike Warren, would you vote for Putin or Joe Biden? Is the earth flat, Mike Warren? I'm coming up with a game right now. That was a meaningless thing to say. Yeah? Cool. Gotta love a lib nut. Cool. Let's see. Why would I argue with him about flat Earth? Ooh, look! I bet he's a flat earther. Oh, Lawrence. Lawrence, you're about to be in a world, bro. You don't even know. You don't even know, man. Yikes. Want to try making sense? Mike, make flat Earth make sense. Once you can tell me how that makes sense, then you can have a valid point. Who's the flat earther? Mike Warren is. Mike Warren is. You brought it up, not me. Yeah, but you're also not denying flat Earth. So, yeah, get him. Get him. Such a tool, says the random burner account. Cool. If the Earth is spinning ball, why are the stars in the same spot every night? Because it roughly takes 24 hours for the Earth to spin. Therefore, at 12 a.m., Earth is roughly facing the same position as 12 a.m. the next night, and the night before, and the night before, and the night before, and the night before. But you're right, it does move a little bit. It does. But somebody doesn't know how a fucking clock works. Jesus Christ. If the stars are in the same position every night, it's because the Earth spins in 24 hours. You have to understand that, like, you can't navigate big open waters without factoring the curvature of the Earth. You can't navigate big open skies without factoring in the curvature of the Earth. And you also can't do that, what was that record that Rabbit was talking about? Was it a mile and a half? What is it, 2 miles now, Rabbit? You can't go that far without even factoring in humidity, obviously wind speed, but even the rotation. Bro, you have to understand that. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. Factionists say? What the fuck is a factionist? Factionist. A person who promotes factions or engages in faction. What? A small organized group within a larger one, especially in politics. Oh, I see where you're going with that. Oh, I see where you're going with that. Okay, sure. That was clever. But there's more of us that love each other than those that hate us for no fucking reason. Here's the proof. Everybody throw hearts in the comments if you love each other. If you want to stand shoulder to shoulder with each other, mind your own goddamn business. Let people exist in a free, united world. Throw hearts in the comments. Look at that. You want to talk about stars? Oh, yeah, sure. Oh, so, dude, I didn't even see you join. He's got that Republican Wi-Fi. Hang on, y'all. Yo, what up, dude?
Hi. So they want to talk about stars. Well, hi. I live in the fucking mountains. I'm gonna debunk this shit real goddamn quick. See, I have no light pollution where I live, and I hate to tell you, the stars aren't in the same place every fucking night.
They move a bit.
The fuck up. Mm-hmm. They always move. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of weird that this guy said those stars don't move. Bullshit.
Yep. Absolutely right.
It's just really weird that they say that because, you know, I look at Orion, like you can see the Orion's belt, and every night it is in a different spot. And like I said, I live on top of a mountain, then on top of another hill. So, you know, I'm kind of close to space, motherfuckers, than most people. So, they're not at the same spot. So that means that you don't even pay attention to looking up at the stars. Or you might have too much light pollution to even see stars. Because I can tell you right now, that's bullshit. I had to call that shit out. Really weird. And not only that, yeah, exactly. Take a picture of them every couple of hours, and you will see that even they move. Like they're not in the same spot. Even at night, it moves constantly, even throughout the night. And it's wild that they would say some shit like that.
What blows my mind is that if this is the Earth, right, and then this is a star in the sky, right, it takes 24 hours for the Earth to spin around. So 12 a.m., right? This part's 12 a.m. When it spins around after 24 hours, guess what? It's still in the same goddamn spot. It's not a hard concept.
You're so weird, bro. They're so damn weird.
Also, the stars are incredibly far away.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, the Earth is moving and turning, not the stars.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly. Facts. So, you know.
Is it painful to grow wrinkles in your smooth brains? Because it looks fucking painful.
Oh, God. It's wild shit, bro. Well, I just want to hop on and talk about that real quick. I got to hop off because we got some shit going on. I'm also still watching this impeachment rules inquiry and bullshit, and we're about to go into session in the House, so. Anything
to update yet?
Just same old bullshit. Just, I really wish that they want to talk so much about Hunter Biden, but they don't want Hunter Biden to testify publicly, which is
really
kind of weird.
It's a little weird.
Transparency, but they don't want Hunter Biden to testify publicly. They only want to do it behind closed doors. Why? Just saying.
What a coinky dink. What a weird one.
Coinky dink.
Oh, coinky dink.
I love you guys.
Love you, brother.
I'll keep you guys updated. I love y'all.
Later, man. Okay, yeah, kangaroo, yeah. Yeah. Y'all also understand that our star is hurtling through space, dragging us with it, right? You say Biden just pardoned his son. I'm so tired of them looking for shit. Ho, 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 ho. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Crazy, man. Yeah. You voted for Hunter as a write-in? That's great. That's great. YouTube is the place my nephew... Oh no, Flat Earther. So when's the next moon landing? Oh, that's right. We've never been. Sure, yeah. And Trump lost the popular vote 2 times. He was a one-term, bone-spurred, twice impeached failure of a president. And you guys still want him? Yikes. Yikes. Hey, hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. Thinking about writing in Jasmine Crockett. I love Jasmine Crockett. Love Jasmine Crockett. Or Katie Porter. Go with that too. He helped you with your human rights violations. What? My human rights violations? What are my human rights violations? What? Love that Trump lives rent-free in your head. Look, it's Terry again. It's back to front Terry. Look out. Terry, I got a question for you. Is Earth flat? Gun control. Even you mentioned it. What? Your wife likes supporting you. We support each other. What's wrong with significant others supporting each other? It's a bad thing to have a supportive wife or supportive husband or supportive they them. What's wrong with having a supportive significant other? Sounds like somebody is projecting. How much you want to bet she can't hold down a relationship? How much you want to bet? May the force be with you. Yeah, Gandalf. Back it up, Terry. Back it up. Banning human rights is human rights violations. Okay. I know it makes some people mad. I'm rich. I don't support anyone. Cool. Yeah, sure. Sweet. Sure. What's up? What's up? Get him, Star Wars. Get him, Star Wars liberal. We can tell with them cheek implants. God damn. Fucking go. Go, baby. What's going on, buddy? It's colder than shit outside North Carolina right now. It is colder than shit, man. I'm in North Carolina. I went outside and everything was a little icy. Everything was icy. Shit. Last I checked, my car still had ice on the window. Do you support Joe Biden? No. He is the obvious choice over Donald Trump, but no. Out near Wilmington, yeah, it's cold, man. It's cold. All my outdoor plants that I was just kind of letting nature take its course are definitely frostbitten, and yeah, poles are moving. SPL must be in Vegas. Okay, good. Just trying to understand how people support either guy. Nope, I don't support Joe Biden or Donald Trump or Joe Jorgensen, who is the candidate for the Libertarians. I don't support any politician because supporting politicians is fucking weird. Oh, polar shift. Cool. North Carolina doesn't know what cold is. LOL. You're right. You're right. North Carolina can get cold. We've gotten into the negatives a couple of times here, but you know, a lot of people make fun of the area that we're in because they're like, "Oh, North Carolinians don't know how it is to be cold. They don't know what snow is." I pray for snow all the time. All we get is fucking ice. All North Carolina gets is fucking ice. We'll get rain during the day, and then freezing temperatures at night, and then everything is slick ice on the roads. Everything is slick ice. And North Carolinians can't drive, in my experience, in sunny weather with no bad conditions. They can't fucking drive. It's worse when it's rainy, it's worser when it's snowy, and it's worsest when it's icy. Actually, what might even be worser than that is when it was snowy and it melted during the day and then refreezes at night, because that shit happens too. That's what takes down a lot of the power lines here too. Oh, you got snow. That's so cool. Arizona drivers are 10 times worse. I don't know about that. Need volunteers to keep you warm. I hear you. I hear you. Get him. You should run for president. There's already too many yeast yetis that are in government. I have no interest in following suit. No interest. Nope, I'm good. It's time for other communities to get their hands on the wheel. Yes, Stormy. Which state has the worst drivers? Tell me. Speaking of chairs, California. Florida. Terry, I you know, honestly, like, I assume you're a person. You're not just a bot, Terry. Nobody block Terry. Nobody mute Terry. Let's leave Terry alone. You always come in here and you always seem to have something hateful, hurtful, or harmful to say. It doesn't make sense. Because I'm just a guy. I'm just another random nobody that resides on Turtle Island. You really like me? Nah, I don't think you do. Because you always come in here and you always start shit. It just doesn't make sense to me. This was your first comment. Yeah, I'm alright with that, Mountain King. This was your first comment. Love that Trump lives in your head rent-free. And then this one. Your wife likes supporting you. How are those not dog whistles, digs, or backhanded compliments? You see, we don't break bread with Confederates. That's the hard line. I don't break bread with bigots, racists, homophobes, transphobes, misogynists, anybody that causes other problems for other communities. And you always seem to come in here with that energy. And you will be dealt with as such. So, you know, you want to come in and you want to start shit like that, then we're going to be doing the same thing here. You have to see how the world is now. I do, Terry. I do. But since apparently you look like me, you have to also understand that you and I are seeing the world through our eyes. And it's very important for all people to sit and listen when invited into other people's space, so we can try to understand. We can try to have empathy. We can try to have compassion and try to see through the keyhole that they let us into their lives, to understand why certain systems in our country are broken and bad for their communities. Terry, name one law that has been put on the books that have affected people with my complexion. You listen all the time. You don't agree with Biden at all in the administration. I don't either. I don't either. So, what's your point? Say it again, your dog was barking at you. Nope. No. If you want if you want to educate yourself, educate yourself. I don't like you enough to repeat myself to try to educate you. To me, you sound very akin to the Moms for Liberty. You sound very akin to nationalistic Christians. You sound very akin to the Daughters of the Confederacy. You're very educated? Nah, I think not. I think not. Because if you were very educated, you wouldn't be coming in here hot like you do every fucking time. Every fucking time. Not that I don't appreciate your patronage because the algorithm likes it when we have conversations like this. But, there's that. Funny that you notice that I notice you. I do notice you. I am a very fast reader. I see you in here all the time. I see you in here all the time. There's that. You're not here all the time? You're here almost every single time I'm live. Almost every single time. You always come in and say something randomly. What up, Wayne? Welcome, welcome. No what? Please expand into a full coherent sentence so I can understand what you're talking about. Get him. Get him. That's a good line to draw, aggravated progressive. You're in your 60s? You're in your 60s? You're not in your 60s. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Damn, maybe you are. Then you should know better than to behave the way you behave. Shame on you. How's that? You're 65, then you should know better. Shame on you. So, Hate will age you, folks. Hate will age you. You know what else will? Not washing your goddamn knees. Wash your knees. You look amazing, though, Stormy. It doesn't count. That doesn't count. It's different. Your boyfriend is 10 years younger? I think you mistake me for somebody that gives a shit. I don't care. I bet you live in Florida. You live in Florida? Chicago. Yeah. Bigots are everywhere, folks. Bigots are everywhere. Got to keep your head on a swivel. Yeah. Yup. You a good Christian? You a good Christian, Terry? Cage. Cage, bro. Cage. Oofa, it's gonna itch when it dries. I fucking can't. Oh, God. Okay. Cage, I can't with you today. I can't with you today. Yeah. Straight New Jersey. Then went down to Florida. Yeah. Cage, you definitely won that one. Cage, you definitely won that one. Yep. Hoo-wee. That was, wow. Not even a mop off nothing. Yikes. I don't even remember what I was going to say after that because that just broke me. Go to Italy a lot? Stay. Just stay. Just stay. Yeah, flawless victory. Flawless. Absolutely flawless. You would love to. We all would. We all would. Just stay. Just stay. Shit. Get him, Wayne. Get him. Oh. No. Thank you, Cage. Thank you. That was great. That was great. Better country than this. Sweet. I hear little poot poots looking for people too. Yeah, don't want her over there either. He has to start a GoFundMe for Terry. Send Terry to Italy. Send Terry to the what's it called? The edge of the firmament. I hope you know nobody's giving you a fucking dime. Grab them bootstraps. You're supposed to be rich. You say you're rich. You don't need no man. Now we know why you don't need no man. Because you had multiple. And now you got a boyfriend. Get him, Echo. Just one man. Sure. Named Jesus. Makes sense, Eric. Makes sense. Yup. Nice, yeah. You're a retired cop. You're a retired cop, Terry. Wait a damn minute. You said you're a retired cop? Your man is a retired cop. Ah. That still tracks. Are you a journalist as your full-time job? My full-time job is a stay-at-home parent. My probably dispatcher. My full-time job is stay-at-home parent. My second job is I'm an engineer. I make cool, nerdy things. I do have multiple other jobs as well. So, what have you made? I made a lot of stuff. Even that lithophane lamp right here. I've made that one. That one's actually a design of my own hand. So these things, right? That's where the plug goes. You can slide in lithophane inserts here. Cap it off. And you have designs like that. There's no sound. Oh, thank you. If there's no... Y'all having any issues hearing me on YouTube or on TikTok? Yeah, that part. Aggravated progressive, that part. Thank you, Allie. Yeah. Reboot your... hit that follow, and then reboot your TikTok app. Yep, I got 3D printers here. Thank you, Echo. Did Terry ever say if she was a flat earther or not? Do you think Earth is flat, Terry? No answer? Oh, you just had to scroll out and then scroll back to get lives back? I gotcha. I gotcha. Thank you, Blackheart Clover. Why would he even team up with Trump? Josh, what up, dude? Yeah, I was trying hard not to laugh. Josh, you should go check out my YouTube. Thank you, Michael. Josh, go check out my YouTube. Hey, buddy. Why was that blocked? That comment right there. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna. That was blocked. I had to allow it. What the fuck? TikTok? What the fuck? Not having sound problems, just helping other people. Thank you. I appreciate it. Did Terry ever say if she's a flat earther or not? Terry, do you believe Earth is flat? Keep your tube to yourself. YouTube. Yeah. I wonder why, Rabbit. I wonder why. So Earth is not flat. Cool. Terry, now that we've answered that, I got another question for you. No, Earth is definitely round. Is there a problem with white supremacy in America? I know, I'm almost at 1K. I'm so excited. There's not a white supremacist problem in America. Ah, there it is. Found it. Found it. Found it. Do you agree with the Daughters of Confederacy? With a swiftness, Michael. With a swiftness. Are you part of the Daughters of Confederacy? You have no idea what I'm talking about. Of course not. Not a large problem, but it is a problem. Not a large problem? No? Terry, do you know what a sundown town is? Terry, do you know what a sundown town is? It's scary that her boyfriend was a cop. You don't know what a sundown town is? Context clues, man. Come on. He's a great guy. To not all people. To not all people. Mm-hmm. Big ass yikes on that one. Y'all on YouTube, please like my live stream. It's going to help the algorithm. You think cops are all bad? I think that cops are a problem until all cops hold all other cops accountable for the bullshit that cops do and get away with. I also think that if cops can be an absolute problem for certain folks, therefore won't ever rely on cops. About DC? Okay. Some cops are bad, and until all cops hold all cops accountable, how do we know which ones to trust? How can I tell myself which are the good cops? How can my friends and family from all walks of life tell which ones are good and which ones are bad? You don't. So, how can we trust them all? If we can't identify who is going to help and who is, just like you tell a good politician, do you vote for Trump, Terry? Is Trump on your radar? Do you like Trump? Yes, know it all. I'm right there with you. Terry, do you vote for Trump? Are you going to vote for Trump? You're not going to vote for Trump, so you're going to vote for Biden. Thank you, Ricky Ticky Tabby. How are you? Good to see you. No Biden. So you're not going to vote? Yeah, she's not saying it with the swiftness. If cops are bad, then why ban guns so we can't protect ourselves against them? Haven't decided. Okay, sure, fair. That's a fair question. How about this? Switching gears, shifting topics a little bit. To Mike Warren, how about we take all the guns away from all the men in the United States and only let women own, carry, and purchase guns? How about we have some sort of armory if people want to go hunting? That way all people can go hunting, but it's treated very militaristic. Can you carry guns at a military compound or on a military base? Nope. Not unless you have special privilege to do so. So, YouTube channel. Here, I'll show you. This one. So if you search this with the @ in front, you can find me. Yes, Sandra. How many problems would that solve, folks? Seriously, tell me in the chat. How many problems would that solve? Yeah, of course, Garrett. None? You don't think so? So I can have a gun as long as I can't have it with me when I need to protect myself? Who are you protecting yourself from? Who are you protecting yourself from? Huh? You're protecting yourself from bad cops. So, if you need a gun to protect yourself from bad cops, shouldn't we do something about the bad cops? Also, if you only carry a gun and you don't carry OC spray to render the threat not a threat, then you have a bad mentality on it. How about bad people? Oh, sweet. Hang on. Got hype the wife. Got hype the wife. You carry spray and your boyfriend carries his gun. Does your boyfriend carry a gun and spray? Or just a gun? Because that's going to be telling as well. Do something about bad cops. Don't take away my human rights. Okay, we won't do anything for your human rights. It's also not a human right. It is a right in our Constitution for you to carry a firearm if you help us regulate the well-regulated part of the militia. Because right now, our well-regulated militia is killing children in schools. How is that well-regulated? How is it a well-regulated militia when children are dying at the hands of the gun owners in schools? How is that a well-regulated militia? Tell me how that's a well-regulated militia. That part too, Stormy. That part too. That's still a fancy way. You still want to take away your human right. So because I want to protect kids in schools from gun violence, you think it's an infringement on your human rights. How about we ban everybody from being able to own, carry, and purchase firearms until they're 25? How about that? I'm not getting messages. Can you explain that a little further to Stardust? Either on YouTube or on the Discord. Oh. Okay. Your only solution is to restrict what I do when I'm not a threat. Mike, why are you even in this argument? You're not even allowed to own firearms in your own home, says you, right? You're not even allowed to own guns at this point, Mike, as what you said earlier. So your opinion on this doesn't even matter. If I'm not mistaken, Mike has been deemed a threat and had all his guns taken away from him. So yeah, now he can't even own them. So, what up, what up? It's regulated in your state, so you can't have access to it? Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Guns are not the problem. Sure. Yep. They're tools, and they should be regulated. New hobbies, ideas. Have you gotten into 3D printing? That's a whole nother thing. It's the people who get the guns. Sure. Or the white privilege that allows people that look like me to not get in trouble for the things that they do. Therefore, you just proved my point. Your regulations do nothing for safety. It aims at doing nothing but limit possession, and you know it. You're not just honest to say it. You know, if somebody is dangerous, they should not have a firearm. And if you were deemed dangerous to not be able to own them in your home, maybe you should make better choices. At the end of the day, you'll never get rid of guns. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're right. That's why we must educate. That's why we must teach our children empathy, compassion, understanding, consideration, all these things. Your regulations aren't... Hold on. Sorry, message. Your regulations limit everybody, the innocent alike. Yes. Sure. Yep. Yes, they do. So, Mike, give me some ideas on how to not infringe the freedom of our Second Amendments while also protecting children in schools. We're going to have some veterans in here lose their mind if you say add veterans to schools, first of all. Second of all, arming teachers doesn't work because they tried that in Tennessee and it still didn't work. Only having one exit and one entrance is a fire hazard. That's not allowed. Cops at the Uvalde, good guys with guns, failed to act, so it didn't work. Bring back mental health facilities. You're going to have to explain that because, yikes. You're going to have to explain that. Yeah. Oh boy, you've done it now. You've done it now. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put myself on mute. What's up, Stormy?
Hey,
Floor's
that
yours.
comment just triggered me so hardcore to bring back mental health facilities. I feel like, do they remember what mental health facilities were? Oh, hold on. Now your YouTube is going because you're muted. So the YouTube started going. Anyways, my mother years ago used to work at one of the mental health facilities when I was a child. So that was in the 80s. The 80s, that's not that long ago. And I remember how horrible these places were. How traumatizing. They still did lobotomies. Like, is that what you're saying to bring back, Terry? Wow. These people are more concerned about their guns than children, but yet they want to be inside women's uteruses and they're concerned about fetuses that can't even live yet. It just blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. Wow. Do you have something to say? You're quiet over there.
No, I just muted myself. I'm letting you talk. No. Nobody needs...
I just... Oh. Sorry, I was like... They're over here talking about mental health, but they're the same people that they're like, oh, it's about mental health. But then the first chance they get, they vote down any kind of assistance for mental health. So how are we supposed to help people with mental health? You want to bring back hospitals that were horrendous. What? Like, what we need is universal health care. We need everybody to be able to get the health care they need, whether that is cancer treatment or whether that is therapy. There needs to be universal health care so everybody can get treatments. Not all were? Really? Like, not all of them were. Even the mental hospitals that you can send somebody to because they tried to commit suicide, they're all bad too. My daughter was in some of them when she had her episodes, and they're bad too. They're not good. There's... I don't even know how to explain. Everything just needs a whole revamp. The healthcare system.
Mike Warren, give us adequate mental health care, physical health care, eye health care, dental health care, full-on health care, legalize drugs, make them safe, no more fentanyl deaths, and yes, educate, and then maybe all responsible firearms owners can be responsible firearms owners.
What they don't realize is that we let everybody have guns right now, and this is without training. They're like the whole, oh my God, if you let people, what is that, a good guy will take out a bad guy with a gun concept. Most people don't even know how to shoot a gun properly. So you're just going to end up with more people hurt.
Terry says you need family members to be active with their family members that need help. How privileged of you to think that everybody has a family and everybody has a family that gives a shit about us. Must be nice.
You know what, Terry? But most of those people that you say, oh, they had mental health issues before they went and did mass shootings, they're not, they haven't, there was nothing in there where they were treated. There was no diagnosis about it. They just snapped. Most of those people just snapped.
My brother
Yes,
has
sometimes
me
they posted
tea.
stuff online, but
I don't know what that means.
I have relatives that post stuff online that I could find questionable. Doesn't mean they're going to go out and shoot anybody. I say if we took the guns out of the equation, I mean, but that's me. I'm personally not a big fan of guns at all. That's me.
All right. Do you mind if I bring some other folks up? I'm going to bring some folks up, and then I think I might end the live maybe around 1:32. So I'm going to bring some folks in.
We're going to work around then.
Gotcha.
Hey, MIMS. Hey, Stormy, Texas.
Hello.
Hey, Blackheart Clover. How we doing today?
Just a friendly reminder: everybody mute yourself unless you're actively talking. Stormy went first. Then we're going to go to NJ. What's up, friend? Then we're going to go down to Blackheart Clover. Welcome, friends. NJ, you have the floor.
Hey, how you doing? So I don't really play in the comments too much anymore, but I just wanted to touch on that one comment that y'all were already talking about the bring back the mental health hospitals. I am assuming that the person who made that comment was a man. Let me tell you what these men did with these mental health facilities back in the day. They married young ladies off as early as 12 and 13 to old cantankerous men who drove them batshit crazy, beat the hell out of them, and then decided for whatever reasons they were not working out well and just threw them back out on the street. Sometimes these women had families that could take them back in and care for them. Most times they did not. So they ended up in what you call these mental health facilities. And these mental health facilities, even though they had doctors and nurses with degrees in them, used them as human experiments. They did abominable things to them. And I know this to all be true and factual because it actually happened to one of the dearest and sweetest aunts in my family. But she was the oldest daughter. And since my grandmother had issues with money and her husband was killed by local police officers who did not like the fact that he owned land and also had a thing for white women, they killed him, which left her destitute and struggling. So she married off her oldest daughter as quick as she could, because that would give her less mouths to feed. And she ended up being stuck in those mental facilities for quite a few years. It took her until 35 to get out permanently and find actual real help and living space to be on her own. It took that long, and it should not be that way ever again. So anybody who's even contemplating shouting that out to people, I have questions about you. And I would like you to seek a facility as quickly as possible. And I'm going to just leave that alone.
Well put. So much love, NJ. Blackheart Clover. Welcome, friend.
Hello. Yeah, I commented earlier, but I decided to come in and say it. Homeless people will not go to those facilities you're talking about, because to them, they are the places where when they've been to before and were treated badly. And some of these guys were veterans. I sat there and I asked them one time, which would you rather go to, this or this or this? And they're like, none of them. I don't trust anybody at any of those places. And one of them was a VA. They would not go anywhere near it because they were just afraid they'd go in and never come back out. And it's just that I've seen what she was talking about, NJ. I'm going to reference a TV show because it actually does show something interesting. The Alienist. If you watch it, you see a young woman being took to basically a hospital / sanitarium because the older gentleman got her pregnant and he wanted the baby gone. So, yeah, there are a lot of things that were done, maybe over 100 years ago, but it can be done just so much easier today, more than what you realize. People will literally. It's just, my mom has gone to some of the places that you're talking about, and she's come back out 10 times worse. And the problem is, sometimes she went there because voluntarily, and she would come out worse. So, Terry, you don't understand anything about the people that are on the streets. The people that are there, they're there for one simple reason. Because it's the only place they got to go. I should know this. I was homeless for 3 months until I wised up and did something. So, yeah. You're sitting there saying that, some people, they don't have a choice where they go. You want to know what I lived on for those 3 months? A can of chili and a bag of ramen. That was it. That was basically my food every day for 3 months. And I only got to eat it once a day. So, you don't know jack shit. That's it. I'm done. I'm out.
Thanks, Blackheart Clover. To sort of add on to that, Terry, speaking back to Terry earlier in the live stream says that she's got no problem with me, which is fine. But at the same time, I kind of have an issue because you don't think white supremacy is a problem in America, as what you said earlier. Am I off my mark here, Terry?
What about that comment? Now you just brought it up. We literally, not that long ago here in Texas, had a protest of Nazis. Actual Nazis. Sorry, I'll change the word. Nazis actually protesting on the streets of Dallas, Texas. No, but there's not a problem with white supremacy. It's only they're protesting live out there without even caring if people know who they are. That's frightening.
Illegals, yikes. Terry, you got to update your verbiage, please.
They still do not see consequences for what it is that they're doing. They're like, we don't need a mask. We will gladly tell you our names because they do not foresee any consequences to the things that they say, the actions that they plan out. None of it.
Sorry, that comment that Terry just said really bothered me.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, illegals. Everyone just we're all humans. They're all humans. And you know what? This country was taken from them in the first damn place. So please don't use that word. That really unnerves me. And they're not taking housing away from veterans.
Right, because veterans come with benefits. They are veterans. Even if they are unhoused, they come with benefits. So if you can get their benefits started, of course you would house veterans because they have money.
You're all wrong. You all hate America. It's obvious all Dems hate America. That is a very broad brush, but who the fuck says we're veterans? I'm sorry, who says we're Democrats?
Quote unquote illegals. never live anywhere near a damn border. Terry, you live in Illinois. You don't even live near a border. So don't talk to me about people from other countries coming in through the border when you don't even have a clue. My mother's in Massachusetts. She'll do the same thing too. And I'll be like, so is it Canada that you have an issue with? I'll just be a smart ass to her because she's in Massachusetts. And I'll be like, is it Canada? And she's like, no, it's Mexico. And I'm like, but you live nowhere near Mexico. So shut your pie hole. Like, seriously. Yeah. I'm in Texas and I don't have an issue with it. And I live here in Texas. And I don't have an issue at all because Texas was Mexico. You know, in my opinion, this was their land before it was anyone else's.
And I'm going to let you know in the comments that it shall be Mexico's again.
Yeah.
Because Texans are not taking very good care of the land. So why don't you just give it back?
Can I just say, NJ, what? Sorry, I had a phone call. Whatever bird is chirping in the background makes my heart very happy. I keep hearing it. And it's just, I'm like...
nearby me.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Who has
these people?
You're against people getting medical care? Is that what you're saying?
And what?
I hate how greedy this country is with medical care. If people could only know the struggles that I have daily when it comes to medical and how much it costs, nobody should have to worry about medical care. That shouldn't even be a concern anywhere. Anywhere.
That's very true.
Okay? My medication monthly, if I didn't have insurance, would cost me $10,000 a month. $10,000 for me to stay alive. Nobody should have to go through that. Nobody.
I went through testicular cancer, and it cost me $90,000. $90,000. The insurance company told me it was my option to get treatment.
Who will pay the doctors?
LOL.
Yeah,
I don't see.
In the 90s,
hold on.
Cost $500,000. $500,000 for new parents. We'd never had children. We had done everything that we were told. We had health care insurance, but still we were sent a bill for $500,000.
Terry, I don't see how anything that we're saying is funny. I don't know what you're laughing about, but I'm about done.
So am I, Mims. Have a good day. Enjoy your comments. I always do whenever I stop by.
Thank you, NJ. So much love. I hope you're following me on YouTube. We're over there now too. Thanks for coming through. So much love.
Yeah, same thing, Crystal. I was thinking that. People don't realize how many taxes people that come into this country are paying. They're paying so many taxes. And they work so hard. I love how people are like, oh, they're taking our jobs. No, they're taking the jobs that you don't want, for one. And two, even if they were taking your jobs, get off your butt and get a job. Like, these people are not getting a job, and then they're complaining that people are taking the jobs. I don't really see very many, young white men that are lining up to go work picking fruit. It's just not happening. So they can't complain like that. And I've never met harder working people in my life than the Mexican families that I know around here. They work their butt off. Because they don't get a check when they come into this country, Harold. Didn't I just say that out loud, how hard they work? They don't get a check when they come in here. They work their butt off for everything that they get.
I would love proof for that, Harold. Cite proof. Oh, wait, you can't. He got blocked. No, it's all good, Stardust. You never need to apologize to me. It's all good. Mountain King, welcome back, friend.
How the fuck, if they're undocumented, can they get a check? That makes no fucking sense.
That's what they truly believe. I've heard that from other people.
I know, but it's like, they can't even use basic common sense. If they're undocumented and they come over, how can they go to our government and get a check?
That's the thing is I've tried to explain to people as a mom who was a single mom who struggled at times and I got assistance from the state. You don't even know what you have to do to get assistance from the state.
Exactly.
You need to
It's hard
prove
as
that
fuck.
you're a legal citizen. You need to give them your social security number. You need to give them all the
Address.
documentation. You need to prove that you're working or trying to get a job. There's so much that you need to do just to get even a little bit of assistance.
Well, not only that, but like, look how hard it is even just to get a regular ass ID. You still gotta have, your social security cards. You gotta have your address, at least 2 bills. They tell you to bring 2 bills. You have your birth certificate. Like they want you to, but all of a sudden, because they come over here undocumented, oh, they're getting money. Like, motherfucker, it's hard for Americans to even get their own damn financial assistance in this damn country. And you think that they're just walking over and getting that shit? Come on, like, use logic.
What's wild is that they'll either say this logic or they'll say the system's broken and people are just coming over, and I'm like, so streamline the goddamn system.
The other thing they will do if they can't point their finger at Mexicans or something like that, they'll point their finger at black people in America and say that they're taking advantage of it. When technically the majority of people that are getting assistance through the government are white people. And it's okay. If you need to get assistance, that's okay. That's what it's there for. And that's why we pay into taxes. And I say we because I paid into my taxes and I got to a point as a single mom at one point that I needed to get assistance. And that is okay.